What's up, guys? Sorry we're getting the video out to you late today. I absolutely slept in.
Me
I'm
too.
super
It wasn't just you.
I played 24 holes of disc golf with my brother-in-law yesterday on a super woodsy course, a lot of hiking, and I didn't know we were playing 24 holes. Like, it was great. I needed the exercise, but clearly I'm out of shape. And then after that, we went back to my in-laws and had a pizza from an awesome local spot. I had like 3 big New York style slices of pizza. And then my mother-in-law brought home some homemade churros from this coffee shop. So I went pizza, churros, and then pumpkin cheesecake after that.
Yeah.
It was much worse than Thanksgiving. So I was just like, dude, I could have slept 12 hours if I would have just not forced myself out of bed. So I apologize for us being a little bit late, but we only have 5 games on the NBA slate today. We feel great about these plays, though. We spent a lot of time on these, feel really solid about these. So we've got 4 plays for you, and then we're going to be jumping right into the NFL picks after this. We're going to put together a bomb NFL video for you for tomorrow. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, like the video, show us a little bit of love, help us grow our channel. Drop us a comment if you have any questions about props, or if you have props that you're really excited about, just throw them in the comments. Let's talk about it. So yeah, we will quickly talk about our partners. We're partnered with Parlay Play, Underdog, and Betr, among others, but those are the 3 we're featuring at the top of the video. So you just use code BACKDOOR for all 3 of those, and they're going to give you different goodies for each one. Parlay Play is the main one that we're featuring. If you sign up with code BACKDOOR, you're going to get a 100% deposit match up to $100, plus a $5 promo slip, plus we're throwing in 30 days in our premium Discord just for using our code on Parlay Play. If you want to take advantage of that, you just got to email us at bdfantasysports@gmail.com. Let us get your Discord username and your Parlay Play username. We'll get you in within 24 hours. Just got to make sure you use that code BACKDOOR or it won't activate the 30 days in the Discord. And then for Betr, did I say Betr at the top or did I say something else?
Yeah,
I
you did.
I hope I said that right. Yeah. Still waking up over here. But yeah, for Betr, code BACKDOOR will get you a $200 deposit match and a free pick to help you cash your first slip. And then Underdog, you're going to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a free pick to help you cash your first slip. Those are all in the description of the video if you're looking to sign up for any of those platforms. So yeah, let's talk about the plays. I'm going to be taking John Collins over 8.5 rebounds. Love this play. I'm getting this on all platforms, and I do have a pivot I'll talk about if you don't want to take the rebounds. And then I'm taking Devin Booker over 32.5 points and assists. Love this play as well. On Betr and Underdog, we're getting it at 33.5, but I'm still comfortable taking the over. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, so for me, I'm going to be going with my favorite plays are going to be on Prizepicks today, actually. Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry points combo over 48.5 is going to be what I'm taking. And then I'm taking Brook Lopez for his first half PRA over that 9.5. That's that sweet number that has had the best of luck for us. So loving that line. And on Betr, we're going with, we got to take Brook Lopez's PR at 17.5. And we're just taking Curry's points over here at 24. On Underdog, taking Lopez's PRA at 19.5. It's the only line they had that I liked. And then we're taking Curry's points over 24.5. And then on Parlay Play, we're getting Brook Lopez's rebounds assists at 6.5. And then we're taking that Steph Curry Durant combo again at 48.5. So a little bit weird everywhere else, but our Prizepicks is definitely my favorite plays today.
All right, well, let's start breaking it down.
Let's do it.
Let's see here. So I got John Collins pulled up here. I think that this 8.5 rebounds seems like a win to me. Let's take a look at his last 10 games. So yeah, 9 of these games, he's gone for at least 8 rebounds. He's coming off of 3 straight games with at least 13 rebounds. And then he's got this matchup against Dallas, who does not have Luka Doncic, that actually affects the rebounding quite a bit. That's almost like double-digit rebounds that are going to be vacant. So 18th in rebounds allowed to power forwards. I like him to get this done. It's been a little bit dicey with the head-to-head. If we take a look here, he's only cleared it twice, and then he had one game where he only went for 8. But this is going way back to last year a little bit too. So the 2 games that he's played them this year, he went for 6 and then he went for 9. I don't think I can do the opposite team. Is Luke? Can I take Luca out of the equation? Okay, so games without Luca. Okay, so he hasn't played them without Luca yet in the head-to-head. Okay, so that does give us a little bit of information. So without Luca, yeah, he's cleared it. He's cleared it twice, came close once, but he hasn't played them without Luca yet. Now that means we've got, I would say it's fair to say, at least 7 vacated rebounds. If you are familiar with how good Luca is at rebounding the ball. Let's take a look at this over/under here. So this is the late game, 231.5 over/under. Dallas favored by 6.5, and playing in Utah. Now let me just double check. I thought I saw Luca. Okay, so Luca has been switched to a game time decision. Earlier, I thought they were saying he was out. So we don't have a total status, but if it's switching, I could have read it wrong too. If I swear that it said he was out, but it could have been like maybe registering from the previous game. Maybe Outlier was a little bit late on the update. So either way, I like him to go over this. But obviously it's juicier to me if Luca doesn't play. But yeah, I mean, regardless, he's been in a pretty solid rhythm here, especially if you just zoom into his last 5. He's missed it by 1 in the 2 that he didn't hit, and then he's gone for 14, 13, and 13, and that's against the Spurs twice and the Knicks once. Something for us to keep in mind in the future too. If he went for 14 and then 13 against the Spurs, we'll have to target that next time they're playing the Spurs. Maybe that's something we need to pay attention to. So yeah, averaging 31.7 minutes per game, 3.2 fouls, so not really getting in foul trouble. Over this 5-game stretch, he's averaging 19.3 rebound chances per game. So been a lot of opportunity there. I think he can get us at least 9. I'm feeling good about this one going over. On Underdog, it's actually not even giving us the full multiplier. It's close. It's a 0.93x, but it's like they're even feeling a little bit like this is going to be going over. I knew I didn't have the daily grind set up, but we can just type in Collins real fast. They like his points assists as this best play on Prizepicks, 52.92% odds to hit the over, -133. They like his rebounds to go over, still relatively juiced, 52.25% odds to hit the over, -127. And yeah, some of these are juicing it all the way up to -140. We've got some 50-50 shots on these different platforms. But yeah, BetMGM has it at a -140, Caesars -133. If you're looking for pivots, his fantasy score did look really good to me. I'll break that down for you real quick if you're looking for a pivot. So we always start with the blocks and steals because there's no point in taking a fantasy score if they're not giving you something on defense, in my opinion. It's usually what we look for. So this is set to the last 5. He's been relatively consistent on defense though. You know, like if you figure 3 points for every block and steal, more often than not, 76% of the time he's gone over 1.5 blocks and steals. So that's 6 points added to that as well. And then if we take a look at the head-to-head, 3 straight head-to-head matchups with at least 2 blocks and steals combined. And then the matchup, relatively soft, 13th in steals allowed, 16th in blocks allowed. So yeah, and then if we look at this last 5 for fantasy score, it's just been nasty. Actually, let me pull it on the fantasy score. So yeah, this is kind of a toss-up. I think the 8.5 rebounds is just a little bit too juicy for me to pass up. But if you look at his fantasy score, he's been like knocking on the door. Like he's cleared it 53% of the time, 9 out of 17 games in 2024, and by a pretty significant amount in a lot of these. And then he's got like 4 different games here. You could even argue 5 different games here where he was just right there. 6 actually. He pushed it one time. So this is just like a little bit, you know, stronger of a performance away from this being like an 80%, 90% hit rate. So the fantasy score does look really good, but 8.5 rebounds, you know, if Luka's a game time decision now, maybe the fantasy score does look a little bit better because Luka is a good rebounder. But I'm going to stick with the rebounds myself. You guys go with your gut. DG likes the fantasy score to go over 32.5, 52.39% odds to hit the over. So they're feeling good about a lot of his, the blocks and steals are right there at 1.5. They like that to go over. So a lot to pick and choose from for Collins. And then the last one I'll mention is his first quarter points over 4.5. That gives me a little bit too much anxiety. I do like, I'm going to start branching into these partial game plays a little bit more because we've been really getting into it with football. And so I'm like, I need to expand a little bit more, but I just like to play a little bit safer than that. So the first quarter, I'm not really interested in that personally, but it is a 52.67% odds to hit the over. So go with your gut there. All right, Booker, points, assists. I really like him to get this done. I know that the 33.5, is it really? So wait a minute, let me just check something. Oh yeah, so we are getting 33.5 on these other platforms. 33.5 is a little bit more difficult, obviously. The matchup is solid though. 26th in points allowed, 17th in assists allowed. And he's cleared this in 4 out of his last 5 games. With these with Beal and KD back, he's actually had a good opportunity here to convert these assists. Although in that last game, he was all about the scoring. He only went for 4 assists, which is still pretty solid for him. But yeah, 31 points. He went nuts at the free throw line. If you take a look here, I thought about taking his free throws over 6. Looks pretty solid too. Maybe that's a pivot. But yeah, he cashed 12 free throws in that game against Brooklyn. But sticking to the point here, I like him to go over this. He's cleared it 4 out of his last 5, and the head-to-head looks great. He's gone for at least 35 in all 4 head-to-heads, and I know that this is all from last year, so a little bit of a different setup here. The Warriors look a little different this year too. They look good. They just continue to find a way to stay relevant, which hats off to them for that. But yeah, I like the way this is feeling. I think he'll either be able to get in rhythm here with some scoring. Actually, if we take a look, yeah, his lowest points game was 25 points. And again, that's last year, but that's 4 different head-to-heads. Last year, he went for at least 25 points. So yeah, go with your gut. I like him to go over this points and assists tonight. Does Outlier have any notes for us? Okay, so this is something to keep in mind. Outliers giving us a little caution here. Devin Booker has failed to exceed 33.5 points and assists in 4 of his last 5 games versus top 10 defenses for points allowed. If we go overall here, it is tough. They're 6th in points allowed. So I do like having the assists attached there. But I'm gonna be rolling it. So go with your gut. If you're uncomfortable with it, I totally understand. Let's type in Booker, see what Daily Grind thinks about this play. They like his fantasy score under 42 is the best. That's a 54.75% odds to hit the over if you're looking for a pivot. They like his first quarter points over 7.5, 52.85% odds to hit. And then they've got his points assists. The fact that we're getting it at 32, I think, is what's making it pop off here on Prizepicks. 32 is where I would prefer it, obviously. But I think he can go over the 33.5 too, personally. But they've got this one at a 52.71% odds to hit the over, minus 131. And yeah, even these 33.5s, like Underdog is still favoring it to go over. Quite a few of them are still favoring it to go over as far as the odds are giving us. They're giving us. And then DraftKings has the 32.5 at a 50-50 shot. So go with your gut. I'm going to be taking it. I feel good about him going over this. It kind of plays along too with Jordy's combo there. Maybe Booker can cash a few assists while KD's putting up those points. So yeah, that's going to cover both of my plays. If you guys want to check out Outlier, I can't stress enough how awesome this tool is. And I mean, I don't take any plays without running it through Outlier. I just don't, no matter what platform I'm playing on, no matter what sport I'm relating it to. It's just, once you really learn how to use this, because like any tool, you have your basic approach to it, but the more you use that tool and you spend the time digging into what all they're offering, it really becomes awesome. So like, if you guys want to check this out, you can try it for free for a week. Just go through our link in the description of the video, and Outlier's going to let all of our viewers try it out for 7 days. And I promise you take a couple slates with this and you're not going to want to not have it. They cover matchups, injury reports. Okay, so Steph is a game time decision. Jonathan Kuminga, game time decision. D'Anthony Melton out for season. That sucks. Gary Payton. So a lot of questionable tags. Okay, so Bradley Beal also game time decision. Okay, hopefully Beal is able to play. But yeah, they cover injury reports, super crucial. And then this insights tab is really cool. They show you plays that they like to go over or under, and they give you a note as to why, which is pretty dope. And then they point you in the direction of where they're getting that pick. And you can click the button, and it'll take you straight to that platform and straight to that pick. It's really cool the way they have it set up. So go through the link, try it out free for 7 days, and you got nothing to lose. All right, Jordy.
All right. Yeah. So to get into mine here, I love this Kevin Durant and Steph Curry combo at 48.5 points. They've never not hit this when they play each other as a combo. So, Curry, like both these guys can pop off for 30 points at any given time. Great matchup for Curry. Unfortunately for the Suns, their defense has been a little lackluster this year. But they're starting to tighten it up a little bit for sure, but their defense is still giving up a lot of points. So I think this is going to be a fun game. The Warriors have found a way to keep this thing going in the right direction, and they look pretty solid. There's a lot of game time decisions. Curry is a game time decision, but from what I've been looking up, they're saying he's going to play. Kuminga is a game time decision. Gary Payton and Andrew Wiggins. On the other side of the ball, Bradley Beal is a game time decision. So is Yusuf Nurkic. So those things, Bradley Beal and Nurkic being out would just help KD even more too. But I like this combo a lot. I mean, both these guys have been hitting this together in all their head-to-heads. Curry's 27 points, 24, 30. If we go over here and look at Kevin Durant, 15 or 18 in that one game, but they still combined for the total in that game, 32, 24. So like if both of these guys, if one of them hits 24 points and the other one hits 25, they go over this line. If they both hit 25, they go over this line, and they're both very capable of going for 25 points. If we look at the line here, it is juiced to go over at a 52.81% chance to a minus 112. If any of these guys have a more than average night, if someone like KD goes for like 32 or Curry goes for 30 or something like that, I think this is more than cash, obviously. So I think it's just going to be a shootout between the two. They always play really well against each other. Like I said, they've hit this in every matchup so far that they've matched up against each other. And so points allowed for KD, 18th in points allowed to small forwards. Is he playing power forward or small forward?
KD?
Yeah.
I think he kind of bounces around. I think he's playing small forward a little bit more.
Sweet.
Yeah, because Ryan Dunn has been playing the 4, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, so 18th in points allowed to small forwards, giving up 20.9 a game. Obviously, Kevin Durant can go for a lot more than that, but the KD versus Steph Curry matchups are always a lot of fun to get a piece of. So excited to watch that game tonight. In my opinion, too, that's the best game on the night. So I wanted a piece of that somewhere. So a little bias to the matchup there being like the best game on the slate. But I do like this play a lot. So I'm stoked on it. And then my last play here is just this Brook Lopez 9.5 first half PRA. I preach this all the time in the Discord, but man, this is such a great play when you can get it at 9.5. This year so far, he's gone over this 8 out of 18 games, but he's really starting to heat up. And last year, he went over this in 52 out of 85 games. The 9.5, anything 9 or, up to 10, I take this play over every single time. I don't even care if it burns me, because 60-70% of the time this play is hitting. So I love to take this one. This is like one of my favorite first half props to play. Last year he hit this at a 44% rate, so nothing too crazy, but still great. This year already he's got it. He's done this on about 45%, so he's around the same side. But and he started off really slow. Even like with his full game stuff, he started off super slow with his first half props, and then he's kind of starting to get it going now. So also great matchup. He's playing the Wizards. They have no big who can contest him. They have no like real shot blocking big on their team. So with the Wizards having a really fast-paced team, this is always a fun one to take with him because he's gone over this 2 out of 3. He hit it. He just went for 9 in that last one. But he's gone for 13, 15, and 9. So, he's getting about 16 minutes in the first half. That's about usually what he does. And he'll usually get like the first 6 to 7 minutes in the first quarter. Then he comes back in with like 6 to, 8 minutes left in the second. So it's a really fun play to watch because he usually gets the last half of the minutes in the second half or the second quarter. So you're usually waiting on that last little quarter to come through for him. But sometimes he's comes out screaming, and he does this in like the first quarter and it's completely sweat free. So I really like this play a lot. I have a lot of history behind this play, so it's always one I like to take. So going to be taking that. And then for his full game stuff, I do like if you can get the full PR at 17.5. I do like that. He's gone over this 9 out of 18 games, and he's hit that in 2 out of 3 head-to-heads as well. This one game against the Wizards, he went for 39 points, 6 rebounds, so he can get it going. It's a great points rebounds matchup, 30th in points allowed to centers, 30th in rebounds. So great matchup for Brook tonight. I love the first half stuff, but the PR at 17.5, if you want a full game play, I don't dislike at all. Pull this up real quick. Let's see. So his points rebounds are juiced to go over at -125. So the rebounds assists are also juiced at -120 to go over 7.5 or 7. And I think it was, where are we getting that at? Parlay play, we're getting his rebounds assists at 6.5. So I like that deal over there as well. But that's going to cover my 2 plays. If you guys want to check out Daily Grind, definitely check them out. It will help you cash more. It's our favorite probably DFS app to use when it comes to finding plays and vetting your plays. Here's some of the top plays. You can see this is what it does for you. It just puts it all right at the top of your radar for you. The top over is PJ Washington's points, rebounds, assists over 25.5. Seems like a solid play because it seems like they have a ton of guys out tonight, so that's a -144. But yeah, this is a DFS optimizer. It's awesome. Definitely check it out. If you go to dgfantasy.com and use code BACKDOOR, they'll give you 25% off your first purchase with them. So whether or not you want to lock that in for like a month or a year, they'll give you that 25% off. So definitely go check them out. Use code BACKDOOR, and then check out Chalkboard. They're another DFS platform like Parlay Play, really, because they have all these alt lines like them where you can just take like all these different alt lines for different multipliers. But they have really, really good multipliers over there, and they run like a Taco Tuesday like every single day, where they're running at least 6 specials a day minimum over there. So it's a lot of fun. Use code BACKDOOR for 100% match up to $100 and a free play to help you cash your first slip. So that's going to cover it all for me.
All right. Well, if you guys want to come join our Discord, you can take advantage of that Parlay Play promo. And if you sign up, use our code, you'll get 30 days added on to everything that you're getting from Parlay Play. Just use code BACKDOOR. We've been getting in rhythm. It's been a lot of fun. We've had some really close calls to some huge slips that we've been putting together in here. But awesome community. We really have a good time. And then also the community is such a good resource itself, because if something good, is hitting the board, someone in our Discord is going to catch it, and we share everything. And so we have a lot of fun. So if you want to use that Parlay Play promo, you get 30 days in the Discord. If you want to just jump right in, you just go to Patreon. There's a link in the description. You sign up through Patreon. They manage our subscriptions. Go into the Patreon settings. There's a connect apps option in the menu bar, and then you log right in. It's real simple. If you want to follow us on our socials, we are at BackdoorFS on X, TikTok, and Instagram. We have our personal socials in the description of the video too, if you want to follow any of us. And don't forget to tune in. We're about to drop our NFL video next. We're getting right into it. Make sure that you go check that out. We've been really heating up. I don't remember the exact record. I know we're like up in the like 80% hit range right now. We're really close to getting these big sweeps. We were 1 catch away from a demon slip that we shared in the last NFL video, a 6-man demon slip, just 1 reception away. We're going to swing for it again in this next NFL video that we're about to drop. We're going to give you 6 plays for NFL Sunday, and we're going to give you a big fat demon slip that we're going to break down in detail. So make sure you go check that out. Guys, we appreciate you so much. Hopefully you had a good Black Friday. It's so good to be in the holiday season at this point. And we thank you guys so much for tuning in to our show. You guys are awesome. So have a great rest of your day, and we will catch you in the NFL video.
Good luck, guys.